Surrounded by her able-bodied peers, Charlotte's differences are more obvious than ever. For her parents, there's a new urgency to find a way to get her walking.
I still want her to be upstanding. I don't want her to be grovelling around on the floor in everyone's dirt. It's been quite hard for her, and she's looked longingly at children running. All I want are the tools to help her get moving, because she's too long on the floor for me. For me, she's too long on the floor. I mean, she wouldn't be complaining, but I see her frustration, so I have to be her voice. I have to push.
TV3's award-winning documentary series Inside New Zealand returns to our screens tonight, and 5-year-old Charlotte Cleverly-Bisman is the youngest quadruple amputee in New Zealand. At 6 months of age, she contracted meningococcal septicaemia, and the infection claimed her arms and her legs.
Her story became front-page news, and her battle was captured in the TV3 documentary Baby Charlotte. Following on from that documentary comes Charlotte, A Life Without Limbs, the sequel revealing the struggles faced by Charlotte and her parents as she tries to be a typical toddler. The sequel's producer, Cass Avery, joins us in the studio now. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Pleasure.
She looks like such a gorgeous little girl.
She's a really cool kid, you know. She's just, I've got kids myself, and she's all that, you know. She is complete.
Just from those short pictures there, she's, you know, throwing the ball and having fun and doing it. Is there must be a sense of frustration in her, though, that she can't do everything that a kid that age would do?
It's amazing when you watch her and you see that she gets around, and as you say, she's playing and things. But she asks questions, you know, where are my toes, where are my legs, I want to put shoes on. All of the stuff that for any other parent you'd go, sure, every single time. For Pam and Perry, it's back to we can't, which is so hard.
Following her around for the last 4 years, effectively, what changes have you seen from the original documentary and now that she's becoming older and about to start school?
Yeah, huge. I mean, Charlotte has always known, Charlotte is Charlotte to her. She is exactly as she's always been. And for the family, the first documentary was really about Charlotte surviving. Yeah. And trying to work out what she could and couldn't do. This documentary I've really seen is Charlotte defining herself as a kid and just going, I'm a kid, I'm going to be in the world, this is how I'm going to do it. And because, as you say, she's the youngest, there isn't a map. Her parents don't go, well, here's the manual of how they got it done last time. This is what's going to happen. They haven't got that.
What's the potential, what's the future for Charlotte? Will prosthetics be able to be designed for her that will work, or is she going to...
This is one of the great things. In the documentary, Charlotte actually goes to the States, which, of course, we hold up as, you know, the icon of, you know, development and toys and things. But the cool thing is that Charlotte goes to a camp in America where all of the other kids are multiple limb loss. And you get to see what they're doing. You get to see what the future might hold for her in terms of prosthetics and things. And you actually get to see Charlotte in a world where she's the normal one, and everyone with all four is odd. Yeah. It's great.
That's such a fantastic... I mean, for her, that must be such an incredible experience. Because
watching her holding hands with all the kids, playing with all the kids who are like her is just... She was enthralled. She was amazed. She thought their stumps were cool. All the good shapes of stumps. That to her was genius.
And for her parents as well, that experience, what kind of impact did it have for them?
Profound. It was extraordinary. They weren't alone anymore. They went into a world where everyone else was going through what they were.
Which is, I guess, is the most difficult part of it, because as you say, she's constantly saying, where's my toes, where's my shoes, and the parents having to deal with that, and to be able to go to an environment where, well, we've all dealt with that, and here's some tricks, and here's what we do, and...
They were just downloading, you know, just sucking information out of everybody. And so was Charlotte. She was just, you know...
She'll make friends for life too, won't she? That she'll be able to draw on...
That's right. Look, well, the internet, they're all in touch. It's great.
Exactly as Oliver was saying, what is the future in terms of the prosthetics? Because everything they seem to have tried so far hasn't been as effective, or effective at all, has it?
Trying to start from the ground up with Charlotte is difficult. She hasn't got arms to balance with in terms of getting upright. She's developed an amazing ability to do it regardless. So actually it's a step back for her to try and get prosthetics working, because she can get around and then she's got to go back to not being able to use them easily and things. But the prosthetics that are out there and that are coming are electronically, you know, brain-controlled, neuronically controlled, all that sort of stuff, and she will be completely mobile.
I guess that's one of the advantages of her being so young, is that in 10, 12 years' time,
Yeah.
who knows how far that stuff's going to progress, because it's already...
It's progressing incredibly.
It's going
And
through
when
this
you're younger,
well.
I think you take
It
those
sounds,
kind of...
it sounds an amazing part 2 of the story,
Yeah.
and good on you for going back and following up, because I'm sure we all would like to see how she's doing. It sounds like she's doing incredibly well.
Yeah, it's great.
Cass, thanks a lot.
Pleasure.
Tonight?
Yes,
Tonight.
Tonight,
TV3.
glued to TV3. Thank you.
As
for coming in.
always.
Up
Glued to
ahead,
TV3 as always.
Glued this morning.